The basketball action shifts to the 16 and under division of Season 6 of the Stallion teams presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Sailun Tire, on a hot start in our tournament, aim to continue their streak as they face Torch, a team seeking a breakthrough win. It's another Saturday, another time to shine for the rising stars of basketball, only here at the Stallion Teens. Still live inside the AYSN Sports Center, the home of the Stallion Cup here in Domingo in San Juan. This is a Week 3 coverage of the Stallion Teens Season 6. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. 2 games into the tournament, Sailun Tire has surely made its presence felt, led by their big guy, Jerome Dizon, their leader in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. With a win-loss record of 2-0, Sailun Tire can make it 3 straight W's if they get past this Torch squad, who is still winless after 2 games. Both teams are just finishing with their warm-ups, and when we come back, it's the opening tip-off between Sailun Tire and Torch here in the 16 and under tournament of the Stallion Teens presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Good afternoon, basketball fans. Still live inside the AYSN Sports Center here in Domingo in San Juan. This is the Season 6 of the Stallion Teens Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference. Action shifts to the 16 and under division. We have Torch going up against Sailun Tire. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Torch in red, Sailun Tire in blue. Here comes Stan. Take out pass, Santiago. Fires a 3. That is an air ball. Save there by Lance Cole to the wrong guy. Oh, see with the takeaway. Oh, twisting in mid-air. The shot is blocked by Lance Cole. The shot block is brought to you by Uni Lind. Inbound from the sideline. Paxton knocks down a 3. Three-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Joining Paxton in the Sailun Tire starting unit are Celso Santiago, Derek C, Harris Ngo, and Drew Chua. Meanwhile, for Torch in the first 5 are Gavin C, John Teng, Ryu C, Lucas Ang, and Lance Cole. Here's Chua to Paxton, another 3. This time he will miss. Rebound secured by John Teng. Defended by Celso Santiago. Teng racing down the floor. Teng, the floater off the glass, rims out. Rebound by Drew Chua. Guarded by Gavin C. Over a crossover. Chua finds Stan, and a traveling violation will be called by our officials. Referees for this ball game. We have Johnson and Solon, our two-man officiating panel in this ball game. Meanwhile, the head coaches for Torch at the helm is Coach Mau Muya. For Sailun Tire, at their head coach is Ian Lipio. Paxton with the rebound. 3-2 lead for Sailun Tire. Finding Santiago. Lines up for 3. Another air ball. Ball possession. Going back to Torch. Sailun Tire with a 2-0 record. Meanwhile, Torch still winless after 2 tries. Looking for that breakthrough win. Here comes Ang with a crossover. Guarded by Santiago. Pull-up jumper. That is offline. Rebound by Paxton. Setting up the offense for the blue shirt. Stan with a crossover. Drew Chua with a fake. Short jumper by Chua. Rolls in. As we see Raj Hoson arriving here in the ball game. Lansco finding Teng. He spins. Fadeaway J by Teng. Rims out. Rebound by Harris Ngo. Now with Celso Santiago. Finds Paxton. 3-point try. Derek C. He will miss. Rebound by Ryu C. Now with John Teng. Guarded by Tan. He spins to Gavin C. Behind the back dribble. Gavin, the sidestep, the scoop shot, and the make. Wow! 4 points in the ball game for Gavin C. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Here comes Celso Santiago. Guarded by C. Now with Paxton. Derek C asking for the ball. Instead, they dump it to the post. Drew Chua fires a 3. Too strong. A rebound by John Teng. Forward to Ryu C. Attacking from the left. Stretching for the lay-in. Ryu C with his first 2 points of the ball game. 1 point lead for Torch. Here comes Santiago. Finds Drew Chua with a pass fake. Chua will attack. Losing control of the leather. Stolen away by Lucas Ang. Forward to Gavin C. Paxton in front of him. Gavin. The shot is no good. Ryu C will miss. Rebound here by Pax at Tan. Looking to run. Tan. Leaner gets the foul. The foul will be called against John Teng as Paxton heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Averaging 4.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per contest. He knocks down the first. Also the second, 2 for 2 on the trip for Paxton. Exactly 6 minutes remaining here in the first. Here comes Lucas Ang. Setting up the table for the red shirts. Defended by Derek C. Ang finds Teng. Attacks from the left. Sidestep. Scoop shot. No good. Rebound by Paxton. Looking ahead. Forward pitch. Derek C. Going glass shot. It's no good. Rebound by John Teng. Forward to Lance Ko. Over Chua. Ko will score! Lefty layup works there for Lansco. Lead back to 1 for Torch. Backstand, attacks middle. The floater bounces in. 7 in the ball game for Backstand, giving the lead back to Sailun Tire. And looking at that Sailun Tire bench, we haven't seen yet Zeron Dizon, their leader in terms of points, rebounds, assists, and steals. 5 and 11 remaining here in the first. We have a mandatory substitution. Back to live action here. We would like first to thank our league sponsors: Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Uni Lid, Odegar Premium Car Care Products, Unukai, and Nike Park Access. Short-handed Torch bench here. Only 2 players subbing in after that 5-minute mark. Placido. Here comes Lucas Ang spinning. Gavin C. He launches a 3. That is short. Rebound. Ang. The jumper falls in. Justin Liu rather with the basket. Cutting down. Silent Tire lead to 1. Rufino with the pass. 3-pointer. That is no good for Riley Ke. Rebound. Tracked down by Justin Liu. Leads the attack. Liu lays it in. No good. Lansco, the fadeaway J, that won't work. Poson finds Riley Ke, goes cross-court, ball tapped out of bounds by Frank Placido. Ball stays with Sailun Tire, ahead by 1 with 3:55 remaining in the first. Wang, jumper, short. Rebound, tracked down here by Lucas Ang. Torch now on the run. Ang, ripped through, lays it in, he'll score! Torch again back with the lead. K to Hoson. The corner J falls in for Tyler Wang. Seesaw battle here in the first. 13-12 advantage for Sailun Tires. Here comes Ang, crossover dribble, rip through, floater. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against Raj Hoson as Lucas Ang heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair, averaging 11 points, 10 rebounds, and an assist per ball game. First shot is short. 3 minutes and 15 remaining here in the first. Second free throw for Lucas. Missing again, but he gets the ball back. Reset on the play for Torch. Gavin C. To Ang. Thinking 3 against Ke. To the corner. 3-point try. That is too strong for Justin Liu. Rebound. Tracked down here by the blue shirts. Riley Ke with a save. To Pablo Rufino. Wild attempt, missing. Ball goes back to Torch. 2 minutes and 47 remaining here in the first. Here comes Gavin C. Crossing the midcourt line, guarded by K. Gavin will spin and they will score. How did that one fall in? Nevertheless, it's a 1-point lead for Torch. Rufino. Maraj Hoson launches a 3. Jackpot! First 3-pointer of the second 3-pointer of the ball game for Sailun Tire. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Liu with the floater, missing. He gets the ball back. Kick out pass to Gavin C. Ripping through the scoop shot. That won't work. Ball tapped out of bounds. Ball possession going back to Sailun Tire. Final 2-minute mark of the first period. Rufino to Riley Ke. Attacks from the left. Block. The shot block is brought to you by Uni-led. Lucas Ang. He attacks. And getting too close was Riley Ke. He will be called for the personal foul. No team yet in the penalty. Ball stays with Sailun. With Torch rather. Lansco tasked with the inbound. Gavin C. for 3. Jackpot! First 3-pointer of the ball game for Torch, nailed by Gavin C. 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Rufino answering back. That one is also good! Oh, another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 3-point lead for Sailun Tire. Liu to C. Looking for back-to-back. Pump fakes. Ripping through. The scoop shot. Too strong. Rebound secured by Raj Hoson. The blue shirts on the attack. Hoson will be called for a dribbling violation. Less than a minute remaining here in the first. Here comes Liu. Post pass to Ko. To the corner. He finds Gavin C. Short jumper bottom. Wow. 11 ba? 11 yata in the ball game for Gavin C. Under 40 seconds remaining here in the first. Here comes Raj Hoson with a sidestep. Lefty floater. In and out. Loose ball. Oh, ball hitting the leg of Riley Ke. Ball possession going back to the red shirts. Gavin C. behind the back dribble. Bothered. Fadeaway J. Gavin C! How deep is that bag? How? Nailing another jumper. 1-point lead for Torch. Fadeaway J. That is too strong. Ball going back here. Oh, to the blue shirt. Hoson to the corner. Riley Ke for 3. That doesn't work. Rebound by Placido. And at the end of the first, it's a 20-19 advantage for Torch over Sailun Tire. Second quarter of this ball game when we come back. Quarter number 2 of this ball game. Torch ahead by 1 against Sailun Tire. Gavin C. already with 12 in the ball game. Crafted dribbling by this point guard of Torch. He misses though. The leaner. That one falls in for John Teng. 3-point advantage for Torch. So here comes Celso Santiago to the corner. Caught stepping on the sideline. Was number 14, that is Harris Ngo. Turnover against Sailun Tire. The fourth of the ball game. Torch back with the possession. Here comes Gavin C. To John Teng with a crossover. Guarded by Chua. Teng. Kick out pass to Gavin C. Ripping through. Floater. Rims out. Ngo with the rebound, but it's taken away here by Justin Liu. He fades. Shot won't work. Rebound by Celso Santiago. Forward to Derek C. Ball possession. Where will it go? It will stay with the blue shirts. Santiago finds back stand from the middle. The leaner is no good. Tan with offensive rebound. Kick out pass through Chua. Spins. One-hander. That won't work. Rebound by Frank Placido. Hands it over to Gavin C. 18:47 remaining here in the second. John Teng getting a screen from Placido. The elbow J. No good. Rebound by Justin Liu. to Teng. Floater. Too high. He will miss. And the foul will be called against a blue shirt. That will be Pakistan. He's first of the ball game. Sideline inbound play for the red shirts. Liu with an inbound. Finds Gavin C. The floater is good! 14 in the ball game for Gavin C. 5-point advantage for Torch. Here comes Pakistan. Defended by Liu C. Tan. Push shot, no good. Rebound by Justin Liu. Hands it over to Gavin C. Guarded by Derek C. Gavin with a crossover. He will spin. Kicks it out to Teng from the middle. Lefty floater rims out. Rebound by Pakistan. 7:41 remaining here in the second. Tan to Santiago. Kick out pass to Tan. Guarded by John Teng. Drew Chua. Hesitation dribble. He will attack. One-hander falls in. Second field goal of the ball game for Drew Chua. Cutting down. Torches lead to 3. Gavin C. The post pass to Placido. Liu for 3. Jackpot! Oh, another 3-pointer. First 3-pointer rather of the ball game for Torch. That 3-pointer is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum C. Here comes Pakistan. Finds a crack. Lays it in. Tan will score. Pakistan now with 9. Leading Sailun in terms of scoring with Zero and Deason missing in their lineup. Ryu C, corner J, that is too strong. Ball tapped out of bounds and ball possession stays with the red shirts. 6:45 remaining in the second. Timeout requested by Coach Mao Muya. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. Back in a bit. Let's go. Inbound from the baseline here for the red shirts. John Teng skies for that shot. That is no good. Rebound secured by Pakistan. Sailun down by 4. Tan from the middle. Lays it in. He'll score. Lead down to 2 for Torch. Here comes Gavin C. Sets up the offense for the red shirts. With a handoff. Liu. Kick out pass. C from the left. Scoop shot blocked by Pakistan. Shot block is brought to you by Uni-Led. 9 on that Torch shot clock. Here comes John Teng. Oh, down on the floor. The foul will be called against number 14. That is Harris Ngo. Ball stays with the red shirts. They are up by 2. Ryu C. Finding Teng. Back to C. Now with Liu. The hook shot will fall in for Ryu C. 4 points now in the contest for Ryu C. With 5:50 remaining in the second. Drew Chua. Finds C from the corner. Blocked by Justin Liu. Emphatic rejection brought to you by Uni-Led. Inbound from the baseline for the blue shirts. Derek C. Oh, errant pass. Stolen away by Ryu C. Pakistan in front of him. C. Twisting shot. That won't work. C with offensive rebound. Finds Gavin C. What a play. That assist is brought to you by Autoguard Premium Car Care Products. Gavin C now with 16. Here comes Drew Chua from the baseline. Short on that one. The putback doesn't work. Derek C. Short jumper bottom. 31-27 advantage though for Torch. Here comes Gavin C. Defended by Derek C. Now to Rio C. The corner. Teng for 3. That is too strong. Here comes Sailun Tayo on the run. Derek C. will be fouled. Foul will be called against Gavin C. 4:56 remaining in the second. We have a mandatory substitution.
The 6-time Jumbo Basketball Conference is brought to you by Transport Access on the current unit of the market and the Jumbo Basketball Order.
Back to live action here. We would like to thank our league sponsors, Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Uni LED, AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products, Ono Kai, and Nike Park Access. A rebound here by John Teng. He hands it over to Lucas Ang. Guarded by Hoson. Ang, shot won't work. Lucas Ang, second serving, missing again. Rebound secured by Tyler Huang. Finds Raj Hoson. Pull up 2. Long jumper doesn't work. Rebound by Lansco. Here comes John Teng. Riley Ke shadowing him. Teng with a crossover. Finding a gap. What a drop pass. Too strong on that one for Justin Liu. And John Teng will be fouled on the way up. The foul will be called against Pablo Rufino. 2 foul shots for John Teng. First free throw is good. 5-point advantage for Torch. Teng now with 5 in the ball game. Second free throw for John, also good. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Riley Ke open, the runner off the glass, trickles in. First 2 points of the contest for Riley Ke. Lucas Ang behind the back dribble, guarded by Riley Ke. Ang looking for an opening, going glass on the shot. Lucas Ang, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 6-point lead for Torch. A Soledad launches a 3, knocks that one in. 3-pointer is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Here comes Ang, guarded by Ke, behind the back dribble. Ang to John Teng against Hoson. Teng, twisting. Shot won't work though. Rebound by Raj Hoson. Stutter step, free throw line jumper. Back rims that one. Hoson with another rebound. Kick out pass. Riley Ke to Soledad. Wang, jumper, too strong. Rebound by John Teng. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in the second. Teng is open. Looking for that. Pass intended for Rio C. Goes out of bounds. Ball will go back to Sailun Tire. Here comes Rufino. Jumper by Wang. That won't work. Rebound by the red shirts. Here comes Liu. Ripping through. Twisting shot. Missing. Rebound by Raj Hoson. The blue shirts on the attack. Hoson waiting for his friends. 3-point try. Jackpot! One Soledad with a 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. We are tied at 35. Here comes Ang trying to answer back. That one goes wayward. Ball possession going back to Sailun Tire. 1 minute and 55 remaining here in the second. Pablo Rufino to Hoson. Sidestep. Soledad with a pump fake. Soledad creating space. Going glass shot is no good. Hoson going for the offensive board. Kick out pass. And And that ball goes out of bounds. Ball possession going the way of Torch. 1 minute and 32 remaining in the second. Timeout requested by Coach Mau Muya. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Okay. Sideline inbound play for the red shirts. We are tied at 35. Fadeaway J lands. Oh, that one rolls in. 4 points in the ball game for Lance Cobb, giving the lead back to Torch. A minute and 20 remaining here in the second. Here comes Riley K, guarded by Rio C. Pablo Rufino to the baseline. The leaner is no good. Lance Co skies for that rebound. 65 seconds remaining here in the second. Lance still with the ball. Finds Ryu C. Entry pass to Liu. The jumper. That won't work. Rebound taken here by Raj Hoson. Forward to Riley K. Two red shirts in front of him. Plus streaking Pablo Rufino, who will score. Ties his ball game at 37. Final 40 seconds of the first half. Lucas Ang behind the back dribble. Guarded by K. Ang attacks middle. Floater. That won't work. Ang with offensive rebound. Kick out pass. Peng for three. Jackpot! Oh! Long two. Long two ba? Walang nangyari. Okay. 20 seconds. Long two. Okay. 2-point lead for Torch. Here comes Raj Hoson. Trying to create separation. Ball is deflected. Stolen away by Justin Liu. 7 seconds remaining here in the second frame. Lucas Ang. Short jumper falls in. 4-point advantage for Torch. At then the score at the half. 41-37 in favor of Torch over Sailun Tire. The second half of this ball game when we come back. This is the second half of this matchup between Torch and Sailun here in the 16 and under division of the season 6 of the Stallion Teens Jumbo Plastic Linoleum Conference, coming to you live from the AYSN Sports Center here in N Domingo in San Juan. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup, as Raj Hosen nails a three-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. That will cut down Torch's lead to 1. Here comes Gavin C, who led all scorers with 16 at the half. Attacks from the right, Skies, the shot is too strong. Rebound by Paxton. Tan setting up the offense for the blue shirts. Drew Chua, open jumper, that is too strong. Tan couldn't save that one. Ball possession going back to Torch. This is a battle of two teams with contrasting records. Sailun at 2-0 and Torch at 0-2. Here comes Ang. Defended by Paxton. Ang finds the gap, gets a foul. 2 foul shots will be awarded. Lucas Ang at the stripe to shoot 2 free throws. The first one, that one's good. Cutting down, adding to their lead. They are now ahead by 2. The second one rims out. Rebound by the blue shirts. Oh, what a drop pass. Drew Chua of a feed from one Soledad. That assist play is brought to you by AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products. Tied ball game at 42. Here comes Gavin C. Hounded by Tan. C will spin. Another spin. Gavin C will be called for a traveling violation. Ball possession going back to Sailun Tire. Here comes Raj Hoson to Soledad. Back to Hoson. Now with Tan, guarded by Lucas Ang. Screen by Hoson. Open partially. Hoson finds a gap, gets fouled by Lance Cole. 2 foul shots will be awarded to Raj Hoson. 7:56 remaining in the third. Averaging 9 points, 10.5 rebounds per contest. That is Raj Hoson. The second free throw rather for Raj. Oh, also a miss. Still tied at 42. Lance Cole with the rebound. Forward to C. He launches a 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 19 in the ballgame for Gavin C. Here comes Stan from the middle. The floater. It rims out. Rebound secured by Frank Placido. Bounce pass. Oh, intended to C. Stolen by Wang. Hands it over to Hoson. He spins. Hoson will be called for a traveling violation. Lifting the pivot. He was caught there. Ball possession going back to Torch. Ahead 45-42. Lucas Ang. Guarded by Hoson. Placido providing a screen. Ang will attack. Hangs in the air. Ang will miss. Rebound. Taken here by Paxton. Outlet pass to Wang. All alone. Lays it in. Too strong. Wang with the rebound. Kick out pass. Hoson finds Tan. The sidestep. The scoop shot. That would work for Paxton. Just a 1-point ball game. Gavin C with the leather. Crossover. He spins to the corner. 3-point try. That is no good for Justin Liu. Rebound by Hoson, but he loses the leather to Liu. Torch now on the attack. Liu. Floater. Bounces in. 7 points in the ball game for Liu. And a 3-point lead for Torch. 6-18 remaining in the third. Here comes Paxton. Defended by Ang. Tan from the middle. Soledad for 3. Jackpot! We are tied at 47. 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 6-minute mark of the third. Ho-ho! Gavin C. Spinning, leaning jumper, missing on that one. Lansco with a save, but taken there by Pakistan. Sailun Tire on the run. Drew Chua attacks from the left. Chua will spin, fades, shot is no good. Placido with a pitch. Oh! Stolen away by Soledad. Pakistan, he launches. 3-point try is no good. Soledad with the rebound at the corner. Wang, short J. No good on that one. The rebound. And the putback is good though for Pakistan. Sailun Tire back with the lead. Ang, guarded by Hoson. Ang with a crossover. Hoson drop. Ang for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Raj Hoson. Sailun Tire ahead by 2. Hoson. Bounce pass. Wang. Back to Hoson at the corner. Gets it back out. Swings a pass. Pakistan from the middle. Shot is short. Placido with the rebound. He finds Gavin C. Drew Chua in front of him. Gavin creates space. Off the glass. It's good. Oh. Gavin C. ties the ball game at 49. 14:35 remaining here in the third. Gavin C. His bag of tricks in full display. 21 in the ball game for Gavin. Here comes Pakistan. The sidestep. Drew Chua spots up. Decides to go closer. Lefty layup is good. 51-49 lead for Sailun Tire. Lucas Ang. Defended by Pakistan. Ang gets a screen. Now guarded by Rufino. Spins out. Placido launches a 3. Too short. Pakistan comes up with the loose ball. Sailun Tire ahead 51-49. Soledad for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 5-point advantage for the blue shirts. Here comes Ang behind the back dribble. Screen by Placido. Ang to Gavin C. Long to bottom. 54-51 scoreline in favor of Sailun Tire. Whoa! C with a steal. Leading the foot race. C behind the back dribble. Spins. Fade away J. He will miss. Rebound by Soledad. Hands it over to Pakistan. Oh, telegraph by Lansco. Steps on the sideline. Ball possession going back to Sailun Tire as Rufino and Celso Santiago checks back into the ball game, replacing Raj Hoson in Pakistan. Oh, Tyler Wang rather will be stepping out of this ball game. Sideline inbound play, Rufino to start off the possession as we are awaiting for Gavin C. to finish up his laces, and he does. Inbound, Rufino. Tan, long 3. That is an air ball. The possession going back to Torch with 3:04 remaining in the third. Here comes Justin Liu. Trying to go to the left. Gavin C. against Santiago. C with a crossover. C with a pitch to Placido. And a 3-second violation will be called against Frank Placido. Ball possession going back here to the blue shirts. 2:35 remaining here in the third. Rufino, pass fake to Tan. Return pass to Rufino with a leaner that is short. But the rebound secured by Celso Santiago. Drew Chua attacks the baseline. He'll spin. One-hander by Chua. Power move by the big guy. Giving Sailun Tire a 56-51 lead. Here comes John Teng. Attacks the elbow. Split shot. Both partially deflected there by Pakistan. Here comes the blue shirts. Handoff to Tan. Attacks the baseline. Finds an opening. Tan will score. 17 in the ballgame for Pakistan. The lead of Sailun Tire climbs up to 7. John Teng. Justin Liu from the free throw line. The jumper, that is offline. Rebound by Tan. Hands it over to Soledad. Back to Tan at the top of the key. Finds Drew Chua. Attacks from the left side. Step. He will be fouled. Lansco and Lucas Ang return to the ball game as the foul will be called against Justin Liu. Drew Chua at the stripe to shoot a pair. The first one is good. 11 in the ball game for Drew, together with 3 rebounds. Second foul shot for Drew is also good. A minute and 29 remaining in the third. Is 60-51 lead for the boys in blue. Here comes John Teng. Guarded by Rufino. Screened by Rio C. Teng finds a gap. The floater. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against Harris Ngo. John Teng heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Averaging 3 points and 6 rebounds per contest. John Teng knocks down the first free throw. A minute and 16 remaining here in the third. He misses on the second. Lansco fighting for the loose ball. The putback is offline. John Teng, offensive rebound. The rip through. One-hander is good. Reverse three-point play for John Teng. Cutting down Torches lead to 6. Here comes Rufino. Guarded by Rio C. Derek C. Twisting in mid-air. Shot is no good. Rebound by John Teng. 50 seconds remaining here in the third. Teng will attack lefty floater. Back rims that one. Rebound by Celso Santiago. Sailun Tire on the attack. Rufino crossover entangled with John Teng, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow in favor of the red shirts. 36.3 seconds remaining here in the third. Inbound from the sideline for Torch. Here comes Lucas Ang. Behind the back dribble. Screened by Rio C. Ang fades. Blocked by Celso Santiago. The shot block is brought to you by Uniled. 23.8 seconds remaining in the third. Timeout is requested by Coach Mau Muya. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. .8 seconds left here in the third. Inbound from the baseline here for the boys of Coach Mau Muya. Rio C. Lucas Ang. Hesitation dribble. Pull-up jumper. Rims out. Lucas Go. Offensive rebound. Skies for the putback. 6 now in the ball game for Lance Go. Cutting down. Sailun Tire's lead to 4. Here comes Rufino. Stepping back for a 3. Shot is short. Rebound by Lucas Ang. 3 seconds remaining here in the third. Ang, he will launch. That is too high. And at the end of the third, it's a 60-56 lead for Sailun Tire over Torch. The fourth quarter of this ball game. When we come back, hanapin niyo The final period between Sailun Tire and Torch, 16 and under battle here at the season 6 of the Stallion Teams presented by Jumbo. Plastic Linoleum Solidad. Early 3, he will miss. Rebound by Lansco, leading the run. Finds a crack in the middle. Layup is no good. Rebound by Raj Hoson. Forward pitch. Drew Chua. Lefty layup is good. Oh, 14 in the ball game for Drew Chua. Backstopping Pakistan, who was 17. The leading scorer for Sailun Tires. Here comes John Ting to Ang. To the corner. Ryu C thinking of a jumper. Return pass to Ang. Left open. Fires a 3. No good. Fight for the loose ball. A pick up there by Santiago. Rebound. Oh, Drew Chua through traffic. Shot is no good. Rebound by John Ting. Ting now hesitation dribble. Crossover to the middle. Lefty layup. He gets fouled. Sino yun? A 3. Foul will be called against Pakistan. Foul number 3 against Tax. Still a 6-point advantage for Sailun Tires. John Ting already with 9 in the ball game. Knocks down the first 10 now in the contest for John Ting. Discussing something here with Raj Hoson. Lining up for the second free throw. Teng. Oh, wide right on that one. Ball possession going back to Sailun Tire. Sideline inbound here for the blue shirts. Looking to escape with a victory in this one without their main guy, Zeron Dizon, getting a DNP. Here comes Raj Hoson. Attacks from the left. Hoson will score! Hoson now also in double figures with 10, together with 10 boards and 5 assists. John Teng to Ryu C. Spots up for 3. Too strong. Lansco blocked from behind. Fouled on the second. The foul will be called against Juan Soledad. Lansco heads back to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Coach Mao Muya sending back Gavin C. and Justin Liu back to the floor as Lansco shoots for the first of 2. The first one is good. 7 in the ball game now for Lance. His team though is down 64-58. Second free throw for Lance. Back rims that one. Rebound by Pakistan. 8 and 20 remaining here in the payoff period. Tan, guarded by Ryu C. To the corner. Drew Chua. He attacks. Fades. Jumper. Bounces in. Wow. Drew Chua now with 16 in the ball game. A 66-58 lead for Sailun Tire. Gavin C. against Soledad. C gets a Lansco screen. C, long jumper offline. Rebound by Pakistan with 7 and 50 remaining here in the fourth. Here comes Stan to Soledad. Launches a 3. Short ball is tapped out of bounds. The ball stays with Sailun Tire. Tomorrow, we continue with the action here at the 6th season of the Stallion teams. At 12 noon, we have Tiongbaru going up against Fruteria, followed by another 16 and under matchup, Autoguard going up against Vicon Builders. 7 and 43 remaining in the fourth. We have a timeout brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. The live action here, the blue shirts with the possession of a timeout. Paxton, guarded by Gavin C. He goes cross-court pass, goes directly to the Torch bench. That is a turnover against the blue shirts as Torch takes over. Here comes C. Guarded by Tan. Gets a screen. John Teng. Open partially. He attacks from the middle. The sidestep. The floater rims out. Rebound secured by Drew Chua. Sailun ahead by 8. Chua. Pull-up jumper. No good. Lance Ko gathers the loose ball. Here comes Liu on the run. Sidestep. Twisting shot. No good. Paxton again with another rebound. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Tan fires a 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. The Sailun Tire lead increased to 11. John Teng drops Hoson. Lefty layup. He will miss everything but the shot there. Liu is there for the putback. 69-60 count in favor of the blue shirts. Here comes Drew Chua, guarded by C. From the corner, 3-point try, no good. Rebound by John Teng. Still enough time here for Torch. Teng, guarded by Paxton, hands it over to Ryu C. Trying to go middle. Oh, pass too high. That shot is too strong there for Lansco. Forward pitch to Soledad. Running out of floor space. Aray. Ball possession. Going back to Torch. Sinaktan pa. Exactly 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth. And Justin Liu, he seems fine. Ball possession. Staying here with the red shirts. Stallion. The Stallion teams battle continues also tomorrow in the 18 and under division at 3 p.m. We have Amstel Structures going up against Charm Pet Food. That is at 3 p.m. And at 4:30 p.m. chat time up against Azarias Pharmaceuticals Inc. And the main game slated at 6 p.m. Gold Cross will be going up against BBC. John Teng spinning with a handoff. Ball is kicked. Taken here by Pablo Rufino. The blue shirts are on the run. Rufino, whoa! A steal here by Lucas Ang. Forward pass to Teng over Chua. Teng will score! Teng now with 12 in the ball game with 5:30 remaining here in the fourth. Here comes Paxton, defended by Gavin C. Tan finds Rufino, thinking 3. Return pass, Paxton launches a 3, in and out. Rebound by Frank Placido. Now to Lucas Ang from the right. Ang still with the ball, double team, and a foul will be called against Pablo Rufino. No team yet in the penalty. Ball stays with Torch. Sideline inbound for the red shirts. To Teng. Guarded by Santiago. To the corner. Liu for 3. That one is short. Rebound by Pablo Santiago. Forward to Paxton. Defended by Gavin C. Tan. Hesitation dribble. Kick out. Drew Chua all day for 3. Short. Rebound by John Teng. The red shirts. Their turn to run. Teng finds a gap. Teng will miss. Rebound. A pick up here by Celso Santiago. To a streaking Rufino. Stretches for the lane. He will score. 71-62 lead for Sailun Tire with 4:23 remaining here in the fourth. Here comes Ang with a crossover. To Teng at the top of the key. Teng, long jumper off the glass. Shot is no good. Rebound secured by Juan Soledad. Hands it over to Paxton. Looking down the floor. Tan, drop pass. Rufino, hook shot off the glass is good. 73-62 lead for Sailun Tire. Timeout requested by Coach Mau Muya. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. 4 minutes and 4 remaining here in the final frame. Torch down by 11. Here comes Ang. Pressure defense by Sailun Tire. Looking to lock this one down. Santiago will be called for a hand check. Ball possession stays with Torch. No team yet in the penalty. Sideline inbound play for Torch. Ahead 73-62. Pakistan not letting Gavin C escape here. Here comes Ang against Rufino. Ball is deflected, stolen away by Santiago. Stepping on the gas. Rufino with a lay-in. Wow. Rufino also in double figures. He has now 11. Stepping up in the absence of Zero and Dizon. 4 players now in double figures for Sailun Tire. And again, another Torch turnover, their 10th of the ball game, gifting the ball back to Sailun Tire. 3 minutes and 20 remaining here in the fourth. Sideline inbound, Drew Chua to Pakistan. Back to Drew Chua, open, return pass to Pakistan. He attacks the middle, to the corner, 3-pointer is good! Juan Soledad with another 3-pointer. 15 now in the ballgame for Juan. A 16-point advantage for Sailun Tire. Liu for 3, jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 2 minutes and 48 remaining here in the fourth. Santiago finds Drew Chua. Kick out pass to Tan. Soledad asking for the ball. He is open. No one marking him. Soledad return pass to Tan. Against C. Tan ripped through. Floater. That is no good. Rebound by Rufino. 3 seconds remaining. Oh, the shot clock! And Rufino waking up here in the fourth. His team is ahead by 15. Rufino now with 13 in the ball game. Liu bounce pass to Ko. Foul from behind. The foul will be called against Juan Soledad. A 3-man sub here for Coach Ian Lipio. Ke, Wang, and Harris Ngo all check back into the ball game. Lance Ko at the free throw line to shoot a pair. The first one for Lance. That one is short. 7 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists so far in this ball game for Lance Ko. Lining up for the second. Second free throw for Lance. Backrims that one. Rebound by Liu. Fresh 14 for the red shirts. Fadeaway J for Lance. It's good. 80-67 advantage though for Sailun Tire. Here comes Pakistan. Riley Ke. Pull up jumper. Bottom! Right on cue. Riley Ke with the basket. That last 2-minute call by Kuya Anjo Pere is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Lance Ko, mid-range, overcooks that one. Liu with the rebound, reverse layup, he will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 7, that is Derek C. That will send Justin Liu to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 12 points, 8 rebounds in this ball game for Justin Liu, together with 3 assists. A rebound away from a double-double finish. He reloads on the second. Second foul shot for Justin is good. 82-68 count. Still in favor of Sailun Tire. Here comes Rufino. Guarded by C. Bounce pass to Riley Ke. To a cutting Santiago. Oh, what a spin against 2 defenders. Shot is no good though. Rebound. Oh, block from behind. Harris Ngo. His shot is erased. The shot block is brought to you by Uni Led. Inbound from the baseline from the blue shirt. Oh, stolen away by Liu. Here comes Gavin C. Double teamed. Fancy dribbling by the point guard. Justin Liu attacks. He stretches. Fouled. Celso Santiago called for foul number 2. A return trip to the free throw line for Justin Liu. 12 points, 10 rebounds, finally making it to a double-double. He heads to the stripe to shoot a pair. The first one is good. 82 to 69 count, still in favor of Sailun Tire. As Liu reloads for the second. That one also falls in. Long pitch to Riley K with Gavin C in front of him. One-hander, that is too strong. Rebound by Liu. A minute remaining in this ball game. Oh, pass intended for Lance Cos, stolen away by Rufino to Riley K. And the foul will be called against Gavin C, his second of the ball game. That will send Riley K to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 51.7 seconds remaining here in the fourth. As Sailun Tire looks to finish this one, even with the absence of their main man, Zero Deason, things are looking good for the blue shirts. Riley Kim missing on the first, as well as the second. Santiago with offensive rebound. Gets it back out. Pass intended for Harris Ngo, stolen away by Gavin C. Final 40 seconds of this ball game. Gavin, oh no, look pass! Lance Cole will finish! Oh! That is his place, brought to you by Autoguard Premium Car Care Product. Oh, a deep bag for Gavin C. But they are behind by 10. Santiago, errant pass to Gavin C. One-on-one. C. Oh, fishing expedition gets a foul from Derek C. Gavin heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 18.7 seconds remaining here in the final frame. 23 points in the ball game for Gavin C. But time may be running out here for the red shirts. Sailun Tire had five players in double figures, led by Paxtan with 20, backstopped by Drew Chua with 16, Pablo Rufino with 13, Juan Soledad with 15, and Raj Hoson with 10. As Gavin C with a split lead down to 9 for the blue shirts. Foul given up by Gavin. Torch not yet in the penalty. Sideline inbound for Sailun Tire. Shot clock is off. Oh, caught stepping on the sideline of Gavin C. Coach Roldan Dionson watching for the feet there. Another timeout requested by Coach Mau Muya. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. The final 15.7 when we come back. Galing mag-dribble. Guardian. Final 15.7 seconds of this ball game. Torch down by 9 off this timeout by Coach Mau Muya. Lucas Ang tasked with the inbound. Looking for a friend. Oh, pass too high. A save here though by Gavin C. Finds John Teng from the free throw line. Jumper is gone. Lead down to 7. But they have to foul. Outlet pass to Derek C. Sailun Tire running away from this one. Jumper off the glass is good. Our final score is an 84 to 75 victory for Sailun Tire over Torch. Sailun Tire improved their record to 3-0, still undefeated in the tournament. Meanwhile, Torch drops down to 0-3. This has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup post-game interviews. When we come back, best player. We have here our Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the ball game, Pakistan, leading Sailun Tire to an 84-75 victory over Torch, still undefeated. Pakistan finished with 20 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists in 2 blocks. Una muna, Pax, you're missing the services of Zero and Dizon, but it didn't matter. You guys stepped up 5 players in double figures for Sailun Tire.
Just to say that even if you had Sailun Dizon, I think that my team could handle this. And even with Sailun Dizon, I think we can go farther.
Well, what's that part of the motivation coming into this ball game? Quite undermanned without the contribution of Zero, but you had 4 other players in double figures.
We thought that we all needed to step up. Personally, I don't think I deserve this. I think everyone deserves this because we all stepped in.
Quite a competitive tournament, but you're now at 3-0. What is your outlook for the remainder of the tournament? 3 more games to close out the elimination round.
Undefeated, baby.
Want to go undefeated?
Undefeated!
But what will it take for Sailun Tire to go all the way, to go undefeated in the elimination
I don't
round?
think it's about the skills, it's about the effort and the grit. We all just need to hustle up. We're gonna win.
Again, finally, the game was streamed live over at the official YouTube page of the Stallion Cup. Anyone you want to greet or give a shout out to?
I want to shout out my parents, my dad, my mom, and Nathaniel Castillo, who's watching right there.
That's it.
And say walay, bro, say walay!
Again, best player of the ball game brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Pakistan leading Sailun Tire, perfect so far, 3-0 in the tournament. When we come back, action continues here at the AYSN Sports Center. Stallion Cup action continues. This has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. See you guys around.